Sometimes when you're visiting a city and you don't want to take the subway or the bus or a cab, you can take an alternative form of transportation like a cable car or a ferry, or maybe even renting a bike. Cities now will also have an electric scooter that you can rent, like the kind I have next to me here. These scooters are sponsored by different companies, so if you want to rent one, make sure you observe what company actually owns this kind of scooter. You'll have to download a mobile app specific to that type of scooter that you want to take. You can do this very easy by downloading a QR scanner for your phone, some have them built into the camera, and scanning this little symbol here on top of the scooter. Once you have that scanned, it'll take you to that specific app that you then have to put in credit card information. This will be things like your credit card number, the expiration date, and the validation code, as well as your zip code. Sometimes the instructions for inputting this information will be in English, but the information you have to put in is relatively the same no matter what service or city you're trying to rent the scooter in. So now that you know how to rent one of these scooters, I'm gonna show you how to ride it, and we'll try and catch the sunset. It's that easy. Okay guys, a couple things to remember when renting a scooter like this is that you're supposed to drive on the road. That means that you have to obey road signs, like the one right next to me that says, "Right lane must turn right." If I was driving in that lane, it meant I need to turn right even though I'm on a scooter and not in a car. Be mindful of other cars, be smart about it, don't use your cell phone, and watch out for pedestrians as well. Because this is very fast, try to keep your balance, don't be distracted, and if you can, try to rent a helmet. It is legally required in some places, so make sure you research that as well. And once you're good with that, you'll be able to rent a scooter like a pro. Okay guys, we've talked about a lot of things today. Everything from roads, addresses, points of reference, prepositions of place, how to ask a stranger for directions, how to take the subway, a cab, a bus, and even a bike. That's a lot to take in, but I still have 3 final pieces of advice for you. And the first one has to do with money. Think about how much money you want to spend on transportation when you get to a place. A bus is less expensive, but you have to take into consideration the next piece of advice, which is time. Bus is less expensive, but it takes more time than a cab. If you want to spend a lot of time where you're going, you may want to spend more money to get there quickly. And then the third and final piece of advice is to think about the cultural differences between places where you are traveling. Some places might have more subways. Some places might have more buses. Some places might use something like a cable car or a ferry that might be easier than both. You have to do the research and figure out what transportation is going to be the best for you in the place where you are traveling. And then I guess I do have one final piece of advice, and that is simply to enjoy your trip, while I enjoy this LA view.